Hello again. I've got a Miroku MK70 for you here, but I can't resist telling you a little story first. My first serious clay busting machine was a Miroku, and I bought it from Thomas Bland & Son when they were in William IV Street in London, near Trafalgar Square. I saw the gun in the window, I went and had a look at it, and I went back again and again to see it and to handle it. I got on very well with the old guys in the shop. They taught me a lot about guns in years that came after that. And eventually I went back to that area and I sold my stamp collection so I could buy that gun. I think I got about 150 quid for the stamp collection. The Miroku was just a little bit more. Well, I don't have that gun anymore, and if I had the stamp collection still, it was all Victorian specialities. You'd probably be able to buy a house or a flat with the proceeds. But it was still money well spent, because that gun got me into serious shooting. Now, the Miroku gun is in essence a copy of the Browning B25, but it certainly has certain simplifications to it. For example, it has a detachable forend. Now there's another bit of legend with this, because when Miroku were copying Brownings, the legend has it, the story has it, that representatives of Browning went to Japan and said to them, well, you're copying our guns and we're not too pleased about it. But the copy was so good and they got on so well with the Miroku company that Miroku ended up making a lot of guns for Browning, as indeed they do today and have been doing since the 1970s. So here we've got a really very nice high-spec version of the Miroku MK70, a sporter, scroll engraving, not a plain action, very nicely put together. These guns are still shot and regulated by hand, which a lot of modern guns aren't. There's a lot of hand work, although they're made on machine too, there's a lot of hand work that goes into a Miroku. Some people have a special fondness for them. They've still got the trap doors of the Browning. They still handle much like a Browning, although there is one difference, at least between a Japanese-made Miroku or indeed a Browning made by Miroku in Japan. The barrels tend to be a little bit heavier than the Browning B25s that are made in Belgium. That gives them a slightly different handling characteristic. I think the stock shapes are particularly good. Your hand's well anchored. I like the shape of the comb. In fact, the Browning stock is a particularly good design. The trigger on this particular gun is inertia operated. And there's just a couple of more things I'd say about it. As well as having the detachable forend of the Browning, it has of course got the full width hinge pin and the bolting system of the Browning. Very well proven. And it leads to a strong and good shooting gun. Another point is that these guns now have monobloc barrels. There was a time when Mirokus had chopper lump barrels, but now they've gone over to the monobloc system like everybody else. Terrific gun though. An excellent value for money. The Miroku MK70. Miroku guns, great value for money. This is an MK70 grade 5, which is particularly attractive with the scroll engraving. As I often note though, the engraving doesn't have anything to do with the shooting qualities, but it does make you proud to enjoy it and indeed show it to your friends if that's important to you. But let's see what the important thing is. Does it shoot? Ears are in, eyes are on. Hold! 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 Well, yes, it does shoot. Hold! Hold! an awful lot of gun for the money. That's the bottom line of the Miroku, and it's very well made. Regardless of its price, I think it's better made than a lot of more expensive guns.